is Riley Shippy. The book I chose is called The Name Jar by Yangsook Choi. The cultural conflict is between Korean and American culture and the meaning of our names and what they say about us. So let's talk about this interesting book. This is a story about Eun-hae, who is a little Korean girl who is going to school for the first time in the United States. In the book, we are introduced to Eun-hae as she is riding on the bus to her new school. She is clutching a red bag with a wood block that has a Korean name carved into it. This was given to her by her grandmother who lives in Korea, and it is very precious to her. On the bus, a couple of kids are talking about a show and tell at school, and they ask Eun-hae if the red bag was for the show and tell. She says no and hides the bag in her pocket. Then the kids ask, "What is your name?" Eun-hae tells them her Korean name, and the kids try to pronounce it, but they did not do it correctly. This is a source of embarrassment for Eun-hae because the other kids made fun of her while pronouncing it. So, Eun-hae goes into her new classroom and her teacher introduces her to the class. Her classmates immediately ask, "What is your name?" She replies, "I haven't picked one yet." At this moment, Eun-hae is uncertain about what to do because she doesn't want to be teased. That leaves the classmates wondering why she doesn't have a name. She gets home from her first day of school and talks to her mom on what she should do about her name. Eun-hae asked her mom whether she should have an American name. Her mom replied, "Why? You have a beautiful name." Later that day, Eun-hae and her mother went to a Korean market and bought cabbage to make kimchi a Korean dish. She's still thinking about Eun-hae's name question. Her mom commented, "Even though we live in America, we don't have to stop eating Korean food." The storekeeper at the Korean market tells Eun-hae that she has a beautiful Korean name. But Eun-hae is still uncertain about her name. Later that night, she stands in front of a mirror repeating American girl names to see if she likes any of them. The next day, she walks into class and finds a glass jar on her desk with names in it. She realizes that her classmates are trying to help her find a name. Joey, a classmate, talks to her about her real name. She finally opens up and tells Joey about her Korean name. She shows him the stamp and marks a piece of paper with it. He says it's a beautiful name. She gives Joey the paper with her Korean name on it, and Joey takes it with him. At home, Eun-hae receives a letter from her grandmother. Eun-hae reads the letter and remembers the closing sentence from her grandmother. "No matter how different America is from Korea, you'll always be my Eun-hae." Afterwards, Eun-hae looks at herself in the bathroom mirror and thinks really hard about what her grandmother had written in the letter. The next day, Eun-hae goes back into her classroom to tell the class the name she has chosen, but finds that the name jar is gone and there's a single piece of paper on her desk. Eun-hae looks at the piece of paper and puts it in her pocket. Then, Eun-hae goes to the blackboard and writes the name she has chosen. It is her Korean name, Eun-hae. Eun-hae explains the meaning of her name and tells the class that in English it translates to grace. Everyone is excited to learn about the meaning of her name. Now, the class is trying to pronounce it correctly. Eun-hae feels so happy. Now they know how beautiful her name is in two cultures. Eun-hae is happy with her given name and feels accepted by her classmates. After class, Joey comes to Eun-hae's house and explains that he took the name jar so she could pick her own name. He also left the piece of paper on her desk with her name stamp on it. He tells her that Mr. Kim at the Korean market helped him choose a Korean nickname. Eun-hae pulls out the piece of paper she found on her desk in class with her name stamp on it and gives it to Joey so he can stamp it with his Korean nickname. His Korean nickname means friend. I would recommend this book for encouraging positive cultural pluralism because it emphasizes that in all cultures, a person's name has a deep meaning and is carefully chosen by their parents. So, it is important to respect the given name of a person and not try to change it to make it sound more familiar in our culture. This story shows why cultural pluralism is important on a very personal and easy understood level.